Hello there, everyone. How you doing today? I hope you're all well. Today we're going to be testing the Queen's Rest that has been recently buffed in terms of fire rate and see if it's actually worth using now. We're going to be going through this test in 3 steps. One is going to be vile bounties, as in how well is it dispatch a vile enemy. I'd say guns that do vile enemies pretty well are good for the end game, because you gotta farm iridium to do the big encore things, and it's pretty much the best way to farm iridium, so vile bounties, it needs to be good at that. Second of all, we're going to give it a mobbing demonstration in like a Ripper drill site, I think it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. If it can handle basic mobbing well, it'll do well. And then finally, we will take it up against a boss enemy. If it works well in all these cases, I will give it my stamp of approval as a gun worth using. 2 disclaimers before we get started. One, I'm using a torque enhancement, but the only thing that really applies here is the headringer one, because the one I'm using has a different kind of alt fire, so it doesn't really have sticky bombs. So the exploseception thing doesn't really apply here. But we do got headringer on there. And another disclaimer, we're not going to be using my crit knife during any of this. I promise it'll be fine. I'm not going to use it. I promise. Alright, now let's go take on that vile enemy. Let's just, that snap failed. Oh well, let's just hit that transition. We are approaching the vile enemy now. Seems to take care of those crystals fairly nicely. And it seems to be doing decent damage. Nice. So it's fairly good when it comes to vile enemy farming. Alright, let's take him to a boss and see how he handles that now. Now we are at Horus, a boss we shall see if this weapon is capable of defeating. Now, the rules I have for myself are simple. I'm allowed to use action skills, but other than that, my main source of damage is the gun. Seems to be doing good damage right now. Hey, no running away, bitch. There we go, that's the first life bar gone. Seems pretty nice for bossing. I mean, it feels pretty comfy. Obviously, there are better options out here, but like, it's not terrible. It's not terrible at all, actually. Not terrible at all. I'd say it's at least a decent B rating for... Not B. C rating for bossing. Like, compared to, like, Spread Shot Shotgun being S rank, I think that's a fair rating. There's obviously better items, but this isn't terrible. You can do it quite effectively. Now let's go to a driller site and see how it goes for mobbing. Alright, we are at a drill site. Let's give it a shot. Oh god. Where's the suicide psycho? I don't like suicide psychos. They're really annoying. Hey, no, get out of here. Nobody loves you. Whoa! I didn't see him coming. That's a quick death for me, but we're doing decent damage, so we can get a second win out of it. Lovely. And we're doing real good damage, so we're sending these guys to their early graves. I wish somebody would send me to an early grave. I'm tired of being on this planet. Anyway, hello. Nice. Feels very good for mobbing so far, and obviously there's a boss at the end of Ripped Drill Sites, but I'm mostly here to see how the mobbing feels. The mobbing feels good. So far it's getting an A rating, with S being the highest rate. So I'd say that isn't terrible. It's no slug shotgun, but like, feels pretty good in my book. Who's following? Oh! That man almost got me. But no, he did not. Anyway, oh, there you are. Let me just shoot you up a little bit. Nice shots in the face. I can still use abilities because of the boss with the rules I set for myself. Oh, shot, 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 shot. That's Pointy Legs tried knocking me into a wall. I'm not very thankful for that. At least you get to see how this performs against another kind of boss. So I'd say this wasn't a waste. Nice, nice. I'm gonna give it an A- in terms of mobbing. Like, sure, it feels great, but you just need to reload too often for the damage it's doing. Like, you only got 7 shots in this thing before you got to reload. I'd say if it had more ammo in the clip, it would be S rating. But personally, I think an A- is a fair rating. Speaking of ratings, I forgot to give it a rating for, what was it called? The Vile Bounties thing. That easily gets an S rating. That easily gets an S rating. It does great against vile enemies. It destroys the crystals really easily because of the splash damage. And you get to do splash damage, a lot of splash damage. So I would say it's an S rating in terms of Vile Bounties. Now let's take all of the scores we have so far. Queen's Rest with an S rating on Vile Bounties, A- on mobbing, and a flat C rank on bossing. I would say this gets a B-, B+, after the buffs it has received. I think that's pretty good. Now to end our video off on a nice little note, I'm going to open some of my little chests. Got myself a nice little skin. Got myself another hover drive since I'm using Torg weapons now. And let's get an Orpal. No Orpal. I am going to cry now. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and check me out at twitch.tv/CountJulius if you want to watch me farming. Tomorrow at noon, I'm going to be farming Vile Bounties because I need to get my Iridium game up if I want to do the big encore of this week and next week. Now, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.